If you are one of those people that wave the power of communication in a relationship with a wave of the hand, I want you to have a rethink. This is because communication is very, very important in every relationship. You might think that it's not just communication. Yes, I have been communicating now. No, I have been communicating. But I want you to sit down and then look inwards and know if actually you have been communicating and communicating properly in your relationship, whatever relationship that is, whether relationship between mom and daughter, whether relationship between spouses, relationship among siblings, relationship between intending couples, any relationship at all. It is through communication that you know what someone has in mind. It is through communication that we express how we feel. Without communication, you might be assuming. Guess what? It's not all assumptions that are correct. At times, you may assume that someone is happy, but because the person is pretending, you won't get to know that the person is not actually happy. Yes, because the person has not expressed actually or communicated to you how he or she feels. So, in a relationship, you may be expecting your partner, for instance, to understand that, oh, what he did is not good or that you are not happy. There's no way, my friend, that your partner can understand that if you don't communicate it. If he's not the type that, can read you, it's not everybody that can read everyone. And mind you, even if he's someone that can read you, he may make mistakes. She may make mistakes. So you cannot underrate the power of communication. Power of communication does wonders in every relationship. Yes. If you don't train your children to communicate how they feel or to complain to you or to express themselves appropriately, you may know a lot of things might be going wrong and you're not aware. Yes. So don't feel that you are a mother, you are the parent, and because of that, you're mature enough to know what is happening. No, if you don't train them to communicate, tell them why it is important they express themselves. Tell them why it's important they communicate whatever feelings they have or what they want. Let them communicate it. Let them express it. Even if they may not get it at that instance, but let them express it so that we understand ourselves. It is through communication that you understand your spouse. It is through communication that we understand ourselves. Yes, mind you that spouses like husband and wife that have come together, you are two separate individuals. Yes, coming from different parents. Even people that are siblings coming from one parent may not understand themselves except they communicate properly. Mind you, I put properly. You can't just be going and maybe most of the times you're bottling everything in your mind, you're bottling everything in your heart, and you're not expressing yourself, and you're expecting someone to read your mind. There is no way your partner will read your mind if you don't express it. So don't underrate the power of communication. I think if it has been because if after watching this video, I think you should sit down, talk to yourself, or sit down with your spouse and say, why are we getting it wrong? Let us give this a try. Let us, try to fill in the gap. Let us fill every communication gap here. However you feel at every point in time, please, I want you to express it. And however I feel at every point in time, I will express it. I urge you to try it in your relationship and you'll thank me later. So you should communicate in a manner that your partner will get to know, to understand your feelings, how you feel. That is communication. That is communication. So you don't underrate the power of communication. And there's what we call non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication, that is using body language. So when your partner is communicating with you using body language, please understand. It's also important in a relationship. Don't underrate the power of communication. Communication does wonders in a relationship. Do you know that some people can keep malice? Some people can not talk to themselves for years. I have seen couples, I have seen people that, were not talking to each other. They were keeping malice. And then at the end of the day, when someone tried to reconcile them, they found out that what they assumed was wrong, what they assumed that happened was actually wrong. They found out that both of them were assuming wrongly. And then the actual fact came up. Why? It is because none of them try to open up, none of them try to confront, none of them try to communicate and say, this is this is this. No, they just assumed, each of them now with their ways. So it doesn't have to be like that. Don't underrate the power of communication in the families. Don't underrate the power of communication in your relationships. Among siblings, there ought to be proper communication so that they understand themselves. Mind you, in Bonded Hearts, we talk about issues that will get the families united. Here on Bonded Heart, we discuss issues that unite the families. We talk about issues that get hearts bonded. We talk about issues that promote relationship. And we talk about issues that affect families as an issue, developments in life experiences as it affects us in our families and in our relationships in the society. So I urge you, if you have not subscribed to Bonded Heart, please do so, subscribe, and then always comment and share, like, so that we keep rolling together. We keep rubbing our minds together. Thank you for watching, tuning in to Bonded Heart. Next time, I expect to see you once again. Bye bye. From me to you now is bye bye.